You see over there, that's Napoli. And you see over there, that's the Vesuvio. I'm in Italy, I'm visiting my family, that's why I'm wearing a fluffy pyjama. A couple of years ago my parents just started to give me pyjamas and socks for basically every occasion. Christmas, my birthday, I guess that's just what happened with time. Anyway, I came to Italy because I had a meeting with a client in Milano. We were doing some work together. So another meeting, it's over. I'm hungry. Then after Milano, I had a meeting in Bologna for a project that I can't disclose yet. If you're a long-time follower of the blog, you know that I love traveling by train. There is some sort of romantic feeling to it, and it gives me the chance to catch up on my reading. Bologna is such an amazing city with all these portici, which are basically like pergolas in front of buildings. And from what I understood, these pergolas were built to allow people to walk and not get wet by the rain. But anyway, the city is amazing. The beauty of Italian cities. I guess that after so many years living abroad, you get to first miss it, and then you get to appreciate it even more. Yeah. I really loved it. I loved the food. I loved this piazza life where you would just sit and drink something and look at people passing by. It was just beautiful. But anyway, in today's video, I wanna talk a little bit about communication. One of the aspects about managing a business that I spend a lot of time working on with my clients is definitely communication, both external and internal communication. So in other words, the communication that one design firm would do with its clients, or trying to get new clients, as well as the internal communication. So communication between management, colleagues, project coordination, and so on and so forth. The smallest team that I worked with has at least 5, if not more people. That might not seem like a lot for some people, but trust me, managing every day 5 different people, the task is a lot more complex than one might think. Anyway, one of the things that I'm seeing more and more, not only with my clients, but also with people that I interact daily, online and offline, I have the feeling that conversation and communication are becoming more an act of reaction rather than an act of interaction. And don't think that this is a criticism towards someone in specific. I feel like this is becoming more and more a societal shift in terms of culture across different countries and different nationalities. And it almost feels like this is a behavior that is facilitated by the use of social media. Social media being one of the main drivers of this phenomenon. But anyway, I put myself in the same mix. So many times I've noticed that whilst having a conversation with somebody, I find myself thinking about how to answer and how to respond instead of actively listening, simply because it feels like there's always something that in a way needs to be proven, like a point or like what one would do during an argument or something. I'm not sure if that's clear, but anyway, it almost feels like we got to the point where all that matters is for us to be right, or for us to be able to point out things that are wrong with the other parties of the conversation. And I noticed this because even the type of answer I sometimes give, I feel like it sounds in my head snappy or something. Now bear in mind that myself, since I basically work serving others with as much knowledge as possible, I put myself under the microscope all the time, and I'm very critical of everything that I say and do. But anyway, you might be asking yourself, Fabio, why are you talking about this? How does this connect to the stuff that you usually discuss on this channel? Very good question. I'm glad I asked. One thing I've noticed, especially when working with small freelancers or maybe artists working inside of a company or maybe freelancing for a company, when a client approaches us, we are often too fast at snapping to a conclusion. Client calls us, I need 10 images, what's your price? We send the offer, the clients answer, please make me a discount. We answer with a discount offer, the transaction is done, and everything happens in a matter of few days, sometimes even a few hours, and that's it. Yes, on one end, I understand that this is the nature of our work. Very often we're required to be fast and efficient. We don't see much room for helping the client with like further consultation. Sometimes the client doesn't even want to hear our opinion about their projects. So this process is almost happening naturally the way it does. And it seems like there is never much that we can do about it, especially when it comes to trying to transform our business, to get closer to our clients, trying to wear the hat of a design consultant and not only the hat of the so-called render guy or a graphic designer, whatever. Now, there is a bit that I want to read to you from this book, The Win Without Pitching Manifesto by Blair Enns. It is a book that is divided in 12 chapters. He calls them proclamations, if I don't mistake. There is the third proclamation that says, "We will diagnose before we prescribe. We will take seriously our professional obligation to begin at the beginning, and we will never put our clients or ourselves in the position where we're prescribing solutions without first fully diagnosing the client's challenge." This is a very good book. If you want to read only one book this year about business and design, this is what you should be reading. The Win Without Pitching Manifesto of Blair Enns. Communication is an interaction process. Without interaction, you don't get to add value to the conversation. And it's the same thing with design. Design is an interaction process, not a result. When you offer your services to a client, you're not offering renderings, you're not offering a logo, you're not offering images, you're offering an interaction process where through communication you try to understand, identify, evaluate, and finally, most important thing, trying to find a solution to your client's needs. So please, please, please stop reacting and start interacting. Thanks a lot for watching. My name is Fabio Palvelli. See you guys next time.